energy, boosted है life. Iron से iconic enerzal, energize. Iron से iconic enerzal, energize. Iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic.
Yes, welcome to this wonderful Saturday. It would be SVKM Dynamic Strikers versus JV Super Dads. JV Super Dads fielding, SVKM Super Strikers, SVKM Dynamic Strikers are batting. Oh, that's well bowled, right on the spot where it's supposed to be. It would be Samir to face Gautam. Gautam bowled that first ball right on the spot. 20 over game. Oh, that is beautifully bowled again. Beautiful rhythmic action, and the length is better actually. It isn't short, and it is within the stumps. It isn't that straight that it would be like flicked or can be worked on the leg side. It is right on the middle and off stump. That's again very well bowled. Two balls which were over pitched, the other one right on the length. The best part about his bowling is not trying to do much. He's just trying to take the ball away with the new ball, pitching on middle and trying to take it away. As the coaches say, hit the top of off stump. He is trying to do the same. Samir not able to get off the mark. I think this might be his first scoring shot. The next one. Yes, it does. And watch a way to get off the mark. Beautiful off drive. It has gone straight down the ground for a couple. Some footwork. FIFA football's on. We have seen some wonderful matches. Argentina are through. And so do Poland. But the team which misses out is Republic of South Africa. I beg your pardon, Saudi Arabia. In spite of defeating Argentina. So they are through. That's beautifully played. Good quality stuff, but running between the wicket, finally they got it right. Good call from Sandeep. That's what is more important, clear communication. It was a clear no from Sandeep right from the word go. So that timely negation helped him to get back to his crease. 20 over game, the power play. Yet to see our first boundary. Maybe the ultimate ball, we might see that. That's wonderfully bowled straight to the fielder. Best part about his bowling is he's not trying to do much, putting the ball in the right areas, and his balls are not getting that steep bounce. 1 over, a couple of runs for Samir. Sandeep yes to face the ball. The first over was for a couple of runs. Sandeep would be on strike for the first time. He is a pretty handy batsman. That's nicely worked. JV Super Dats versus SVKM Dynamic Strikers. International School Dats tournament season. That's beautifully done, but again, field placements absolutely right. Not able to capitalize on that lower full toss, which was on the legs. This is early stages, so still there would be a possibility that they would be missing out on certain sureties to be going for runs. The balls are being missed out. Best part of the bowling, they are not trying to put a lot of weight behind the ball, just trying to bowl in the areas where it would be difficult for batsmen to hit. Also the pace on the ball, it's not less, it's not too much, so the batsmen have to do all the hard work. They won't get any freebies. The line has been excellent actually, just within the stumps. Just as I appreciate, that's a bad ball, just short of the field. In fact, we'll just wait for the umpire's decision. It's a boundary, couple of feet away from being the first sixer of the innings. In fact, that's the first boundary. Sandeep gets off the mark in style. He was waiting for the small flicks. He tried to play ball on the mid wicket, then towards point, then towards cover. Finally decided to go downtown. A full toss was capitalized on. Let's see. Beautiful on drive, but straight to the fielder at mid-on. Now he is the batsman who generally plays in V. Sandeep, I have seen him playing some wonderful innings at this ground. So the score at the end of over number 2 is 7 runs for the loss. In fact, 7 for no loss. Sandeep is on 5 and Samir is on 2. Oh, that is so very well bowled. The ball pitched on the legs, moved away, and it kept low. It was too good for the batsman. And that was bowled with an extra zing. What a good ball. Once the batsmen are in good rhythm, they play some wonderful shots. The same goes for the bowler as well. If the bowler gets his rhythm right, he is very, very difficult to handle. Well, that is wonderfully played. Just short this time, just gave him that extra bit of time to play that with soft hands. Oh, that is nicely done. On the top of it, field placements has been accurate. He's cleaned him up. Consistent bowling in that channel. Bowling it right up over there. This was pitched up in that Yorker length. And consistent hard work, putting the ball in the right areas, doing your drills all the time again and again, helps you out. So he bowled consistently well, barring 1 or 2 bad balls. He bowled the balls in the right areas. Finally, the batsman's patience gave in and he lost his wicket. New man in is Ankit. Ankit Shah. Ankit, Akhilesh, these are the common names which we will find in every team. And generally they are the performers. The Abhisheks in this tournament are the men who have been doing well. Ankits in every team have been doing well. So let's see. In fact, he's Pankit. That's beautifully bowled. This guy is bowling in some different rhythm now. Once you get it right, it's always in any walk of life. When you get things right and when things go for you, there is nothing. There's nothing better than success. Once you taste success, that's the best possible tonic for you to go to do something much better. Let's see. He's continuing his. What a ball that is. That's a Jaffer. That was pitched on the leg stump and moved away. And what a wonderful ball that was. Too good for Pankit even. Just a run and an important wicket. He got his man clean bowled. Very, very eventful over this one. That's down the leg side. That would be the first bad ball. I would say the first extra of the innings. A couple of runs would definitely add to the total and make it slightly better now. 3 point, I would say 3 overs and 10 runs on the scorecard. That was the first extra of the innings. Pankit will have to take a move on now. The scoring is just halted by some wonderful bowling. They need to attack one bowler. That's in the slot, but straight to the fielder again. All the good shots are going to the fielders. So the captain, whoever has set this field, has to be applauded for getting his angles right. Cricket, after all, is a game of angles. You need to cover your angles if you want to do, or if you want to taste some success, they say. Pankit, he needs to get a few runs now. Oh, that's wonderful bowling again. Change of length. The previous ball was pitched up. This one was slightly held back and bowled with a lesser pace. So change in pace, change in line, change in length, keeping the batsman guessing. They are not getting into that monotony where the batsman can size them up, understand what they are bowling. They are changing their line and length and pace always. So that's a very good sign. Good improvisation by the bowler. That's in the slot and that is beautifully played down the ground. Again, some little, maybe the shot selection was good, execution wasn't that great. One man who can be the difference is the man on your screen. He loves this ground and he plays well. Sandeep, he's a wonderful fielder. When he comes to field, you can see that he comes on strike again. He's got the first boundary. That is so very well played. Look at the angles which are set. Such a wonderful flick straight to that fielder at short mid-wicket. The field placements have been immaculate. More than that, I would say they have got their angles right. The batsmen are not able to find those gaps, which seem to be very, very non-existent right now. All the balls are going to the fielders. Oh, that was almost wicket number 2. But good running. Fantastic understanding between the two batsmen over there. That's going to help. The batsmanship has been difficult from the other end. Sandeep has managed his end well. There has been some good swing bowling. The new ball is doing some tricks on this wonderful noon, I would say, on a Saturday, winter in the month of December. It's a very pleasant time to play your cricket, especially in places like India. That's again very well bowled.
Boosted energy, boosted life. Iron say iconic enersal, energize. Iron say iconic enersal, energize. Iron say iconic, iron say iconic, iron say iconic, iron say iconic.
We are into the fifth over and the scoreboard has not moved. It has got stuck. There's a lot of inertia in the scoring now. Somebody has to get it on a move on. Somebody has to be that lubricant. So that oh, what a shot that is! No one's going to stop this one. Fantastic on the rise, off drive. What a shot of authority that was. That was on the rise and that was played disdainfully. What a shot that is. What a way to answer some tight bowling. Gaurav has been bowling really well. He has kept the batsman quiet. He has got a wicket, but he has been put away for a fantastic boundary. He bowled so very well. Gaurav, he has got the outside. In fact, he has beaten the outside edge of the bats actually 5 times in the space of 12 balls when it 2 overs which he has bowled. This time, he has been treated with disdain by this batsman on strike, Sandeep. Beautiful shot again, straight to the fielder at short cover. This is good full placement. Every ball is going straight to the fielders. That's good angles being covered by the skipper. What a good shot. All the boundaries have come by the Sardarji's bat. What a good batsman he's in. This is, oh, again he beats the edge. 5th or 6th time maybe in whatever 2.3, 2.4 overs which he has bowled. The score 17 now. Sandeep's on strike. Oh, that is beautifully played. What a good shot. Good improvisation. That will race away for a very, very delicate boundary. Just like what Svkm'S Yadav does. Uses the angle of the bowler and places it between that flying slip and the fielder at short third man. In fact, the fielder at third man. What a good shot that is. No strength, no muscle, no full-blooded drive. Just pure late cut. What a shot that was. This Sardarji can hit you for those smashing shots down the ground using all his muscle. Also, he can use all his finesse and grace to get those 4 runs. What a good shot by Sandeep. Oh, what a classical shot. This is straight to the fielder though. What fantastic off drive again. This guy is getting everything off the middle of the bat. Remember, this ball is moving and he's handling it very well. 22 runs. Fantastic over. 10 runs in this over against a bowler who has been bowling really well. Sandeep has gone ahead like a bullet train. Meanwhile, all his other mates have been stuck in the traffic. This guy has played well. He has got 16 runs of those 16 balls. Remember, it was very difficult to get runs because the ball was keeping a little low and also it was moving with that new ball. So of the 22, I think 4 have been the wides, and a couple of runs scored by the batsman, one who has got out and the other one who has been there. So it has been all one-man contribution. Puneet would meanwhile continue his third over. Both the opening bowlers have done a great job, Gaurav and Puneet. This is going to be interesting viewing now because he would like to get a move on, take this score at least to 30-35 because the power play has been fantastic by the fielding side. The super dads have bowled like super bowlers. They have fielded very well. The strikers have to get a few runs now. .23 is what the score will move on to. What a shot! When things aren't working for you, use that big handle and use it to good effect. He hasn't got a boundary. He hasn't got a couple of runs. He was not able to connect balls. He connects one and smashes it into that cow corner region. It's always said when things don't work for you, try and go and smash your way out of it. That's what happened to Daryl Cullinan. He wasn't able to play Shane Warne at all. He decided to come and just smash every bowler except Shane Warne. and he came down on the other position. He came in as an opener. He was a number 4 batsman just to evade Shane Warne. He came in to bat at number 1 and 2. Probably the only batsman in the history of the cricketing world who was troubled by a particular bowler too much was Daryl Cullinan against Shane Warne, because he could hit any other bowler well. He was one of the classiest players of his times, Daryl Cullinan of South Africa, but he struggled a lot against Shane Warne. And that's how he got his way out of it. He started smashing them, but wasn't able to get past the magician of all time, actually. The greatest bowler of all time, I would say. The best leg spinner of all time. And Shane Warne against most of the batsmen was very good. But when he came against Mumbai in Mumbai at the Brabourne, he was scored for 104 runs in 15 overs by the Mumbai batsman. The local Mumbai batsman hit him hard without giving him a single wicket. And they defeated Australia in 2.5 days, the Mumbai team, I remember, in 1996. Such is the power of this Mumbai cricket and this place. They can defeat the best. Meanwhile, these two guys have bowled really well. Have kept them quiet, and the scoring has been halted. The score at the end of this over is 30 runs. 8 runs in this over. In spite of that big sixer, they have managed to keep it quiet. 30 runs at the end of over number 6. Pankit has got that huge sixer. He played and missed quite a lot of times, and when he got his opportunity, he smashed one. He got his way out of the rubble by hitting it very hard. Sanjay Bora is the new bowler. He would be against Pankit. Look at the stance. He just stands way away from his wickets, exposing all those 3 stumps to him. And he smashes it down. Now very difficult to stop this one. Would be straight to him though. And throw right on spot. All good about it. A ball which was pitched on the right length. Then we saw a good shot and his batsman ran just playing with that shot. The fielding was better. They still kept the fielding inside. They haven't taken away a lot of guys outside. They've got one sweeper cover. Oh, this is beautifully played. Up and oh, almost an wicket. This would race away for yet another boundary for the fantastic Sardarji. What a player he has been, Dinesh. Where others have struggled, this guy has looked apart. Good shot that is. Paji is playing some wonderful shots. He has played some scintillating knocks on this ground, coming in at number 7 and 8 also. And also, he has fielded brilliantly on this ground. This is his favorite hunting ground, where he has done a lot of good batting bowling, and also has been awarded for a couple of man of the matches in the last season. So Dinesh continues with his merrymaking. That is so very well bowled and nicely played. Solid defense, a solid block after that wonderful cover drive. This is good understanding. These two guys may not be the quickest, these two guys may not be racing in between the wickets, but understanding and responding to the call, that's what is more important. He's got his man playing across the wicket. He gets his man. Beautifully turned. This is great running. The new batsman who has come in has run the second one very well. The score at the end of this over is 38 runs for the loss of couple of wickets. So Bhairav, very indifferent bowling action, goes high up and what a wonderful shot. That's going to race away. Great stuff by the fielder over there. A sliding dive, saving a few runs for his team. That was well timed, right off the middle of the bat. That was a wonderful, crisp back foot punch. This new man has looked industrious. He has been for the lookout for runs. He has looked enterprising. Got a couple. Ketan seems to be a player who is busy. Tries to take those few singles and double. That's beautifully bowled again. Nothing special. Not trying to bowl the quick balls or bowl those balls which are unplayable. Put the ball in the right areas, and the ball which has got some help from the wicket is doing it for the super dats. Bhairav, the best part about their bowling, there has been immaculate line and length. just close to that off stump and just outside. This is what same stuff again. Repeat it over and over again. After all, if you want to achieve some perfection, you need to do the small little things over and over again. So small quantums of good things, better things put together will give you excellence. That's what these guys are doing. Not trying to be super special on a particular delivery, bowling every ball in the right areas, doing the small little things correctly. This is beautifully hit. Again, the fielding has been very good. All the good shots are going straight to the fielders which are stationed, and extra cover, a mid wicket. Everyone has done the job perfectly. Long off and long on, coming back. Wideish long off, wideish long off. Ketan comes on strike. Uh, that's good, prudent captaincy. Just as the over was going fine, did not want to spoil it, so got his both men back. And for the Sadaji, there is a change in field. Mid off comes in. This is brilliant captaincy. See, the whole of the over they had mid off and mid on in the circle, and just as the over went fine, just wanted to protect a very good over and did not want to go for a boundary or something. He got both his men mid off and mid on back. He got them to wideish long off and wideish long on, and just to consolidate a very good over, he got that change. So good captaincy, good prudent captaincy. What a shot! No one's going to stop this one. This will race away for yet another boundary. There was mid off. In fact, there was long off. There was long on. Bisected the two by perfection. It was straight as an arrow. Thing which you learned in your 9th standard geometry. Perpendicular bisector. Oh, this is a heave. This will be one bounce, two bounce. Oh, this is super stuff by the fielder. Unfortunately, couldn't finish the good work which he did. He just tipped the ball over. So Ketan, beautiful bowling. What a good call by the umpire. These small little edges at times are difficult to spot. That's good umpiring. Oh, that was a ball and a half. Just took the shoulder of the bat and it's racing towards that boundary. What a ball that was. Too good for the young new batsman. What a shot that was. Young to the crease, I would say, not the age. What a good shot that was. Looked special. He has looked special indeed. Paji has played some wonderful shots. That's what I was. Oh, just as I was appreciating his good effort, the coach came in during the break time. This wasn't something which he has been telling him. He was batting so well. At times, some advice from outside when you're doing well does not help. The uncluttered mind is the best thing to perform. And he must have put some inputs into him that disturbed his mind and he went for the big one. Sandeep needs to consolidate. He needs to play a proper innings. It's not the case just plays those small cameos. Wide outside the option. That's a big wide. Puneet coming in to bowl his last over. He was bowled well. And this guy is taking again the chances. This would be right in between the two fielders. Not a good shot at all. He has played so very well, but in the same over, two shots, two ill-timed shots into that cow corner region. Fortunately for him, the ball went too high and did not go for the distance. The score at the end of this over is 64 runs. The challenge is done. It was of 5 runs, so they got that 5 runs. So the score 64 at the end of 10 overs, 6.4 runs per over. This has been a good disciplined bowling performance. Very few extras been given away. A few opportunities to get the boundaries. Sanjay Bora comes in to bowl. He has got a wicket. He would be up against Ketan. Ketan on one side, Dinesh on another. These two make a good ally actually. These two play well. They can complement each other well because Ketan can play those singles and doubles quite well. Dinesh is capable. In fact, Sandeep is capable of going for those big shots in between. So that makes a lethal combination where one batsman is slightly aggressive, the other one who is enterprising and industrious takes those singles and doubles. So Sanjay Bora versus Ketan. That was pitched outside the leg stump. So umpire just negating it immediately. With that single, the score will move on to 65. The bowler was excited. Every time the bowler hits the pads, it is somewhere in vicinity of those wickets. The bowler gets excited because every bowler feels every ball which is hit onto the pads, if it is near those stumps, it's out. But once it pitches outside the leg stump, it goes out of the equation. Let's see what Sandeep does. Beautifully bowled again. These guys have understood this wicket well. And the wickets on the other two sides have been batting paradises. This wicket, it's not the same wicket as we have seen in the earlier part of the season. This has kept a little low, not that much, but slightly on the lower side, and which has not been of aid to the batsman. Oh, that's down the leg side. What good collection from the wicket keeper. Has managed to stop that one. That would have been 5 wides. Ketan, a small tickle on it, would have got 4 runs as well. So good work by the wicket keeper. This is good effort. He's bowling his third over and he is putting in a lot of energy, Sanjay. He's bowled this third over on succession, so he must be slightly tired now. This is the time he can give you a bad ball. Instead, he's bowling it quickly and more accurately. Just on the last couple of occasions, the ball has drifted down the legs, but there is protection for him. The deep square leg. Again drifting down the leg side. That's what I was talking about. He has drifted down now thrice in space of 3 balls. Sandeep, after that break, has lost his concentration and has not been the same Sandeep we have seen on the first 9 overs. He given the team a couple of chances in that challenge over. I think he might just go for a big one, maybe into that square leg region. He plays with soft hands, good calling. JB Super Tats versus SVKM Dynamic Strikers. Dynamic Strikers have not been that dynamic today. They have been stalled by some disciplined bowling by the Super Tats. But with this man on your screen on strike, things can change and change in a jiffy. Let's see whether it is the beginning of the counter attack. Dinesh. In fact, Sandeep might go big on this ball. Oh, that's beautifully done. That's what I was talking. He was drifting down the leg side. Every chance the ball would come into this direction, it goes down to that long leg direction for a well compiled boundary. He was flirting with danger, bowling his line consistently on the pads, and once you do it quite often, you are going to be punished. He was punished for a boundary of the last ball. The score will take a move on, and it will go on to 73. 9 runs in this over with that boundary. So Behru bowled a very good first over, comes into ball. Again, this bowler also drifts down the leg side. So they have lost their line once they have started bowling from the highway end. The highway is straight. One is going to Vandra, the other one is going to VT. They are missing out on the way. They are just moving to a different direction. Anything down the leg side would be punished now. Oh, this is so close to being bowled out. How did it miss the stumps? Sandeep has done such a wonderful job. I don't know why he has to shift those gears, because his normal batting, he's scoring at a quite good actually rate of scoring. So why he needs to go for the shots which are not into his repertoire? That he completely squared him up. Simple things being done over and over again. Bhairav, like Puneet and the opening bowler, is doing the same thing. We saw Puneet, we saw Gaurav, now we are seeing Bhairav. Everyone putting the ball in the right areas, not trying to do much, putting it in the right line and length, and doing it all over again and again. That's down the leg side. That's what I was talking. Drifting down the leg side, the last couple of overs, both these bowlers. And they have been penalized for bowling some inaccurate line. They were so well in the first 7, 8, 9 overs. In the last couple of overs, the bowling has got some deflection when it comes to line. So once you are on line, you get into a lot of trouble, especially on the leg side. On the leg side, a small tickle also would give you fetch runs. And offside, if you give it on offside, you will give some batsman some room so that he can swing his bat. So both the directions, it's very difficult if you once you start giving room. There would be incorrection in the line now. It will be straighter. That's what I was talking. Outside off stump. Correction in line and length. Ball was pitched up and it was outside off stump moving away. So once you can do all these things accurately, why you need to bowl that ball which slides in? If you want to slide it in, slide it from outside the off stump and try and hit the off stump. You start hitting it from middle and trying to hit the leg stump, you are bound to give away some runs because the balls are going to drift down the leg side. Again, very bad line, very bad line. This will be punished for a boundary. Blowing that slower ball. Again, the line was a problem, but good placement. That wasn't a lot of power, that wasn't a lot of muscle. This was just that deft touch. With that boundary, the score will take a move on. It will go to 83, 10 runs in this over. So 12 overs, 83 runs, run rate somewhere close to 7 runs per over now. Oh, that was so close to being bowled, to being caught. Sandeep, after the 10th over, he's look a completely different batsman. He's trying to be a little edgy. He feels that his scoring rate has been a little low. His team needs to get a move on. But this is fine. This scoring is fine. Even if they get 160, that is going to be a good score if they bowl well. Oh, that was hit very hard. The bowler will be in a lot of trouble. He's not showing it, but that's going to be a lot of pain. The good stuff by the bowler. Good. That is some bravery. That's courageous. The ball was hit so hard. He must be in agony there. He is not showing it, The leg spinner was in that firing line. That's beautifully played again down the ground. They want some quick runs. I think this ball is going to travel. Will this will go for a sixer or might be a chance of getting a wicket, because Sandeep has been heckled by his partners. They want some quick runs. He is smart, but he will not be giving it away. They want to move on. They want to take a couple of quick doubles. Leg spinner against Ketan. Ketan, will he try and target that cow corner region? That's beautifully played. That's on the tries. That is racing towards the extra cover boundary. This is good running. Easily done. The second run. That's in the slot, but that would be just short of the fielder over there. Wasn't timed that well. You saw one six from Pankit. Yet to see any sixer from Sandeep. Oh, that's beautiful understanding between two. Played with soft hands. Goes to the other end. Sandeep gives it to Ketan. Kalpesh to Ketan. Will Ketan go big now? That's outside the off stump. That's going to be a wide. This is the time where these two batsmen will try to put the feet on the peddler and accelerate this scoring. It is evenly poised now. They haven't lost a wicket, but they have controlled the run rate. But this is the time where it can go for the batting innings can take an impetus and get along with the scoring rate. Let's see whether this happens now or maybe in the latter part. So previous over was a better one in which they just gave away 6 runs. In fact, 7 runs. This is good bowling. The wicket generally is a flat deck over here, a batting paradise. This one slightly low, not that low, but something which has not been in the favor of the batters. Something for the bowlers in this beautiful ground, because most times it is one-way traffic for the bowlers. Batsmen, in fact. An ideal wicket for this kind of cricket leagues actually. Remember, these are not the guys who are in their 20s anymore. These are not the guys who play the cricket day in and day out. They are busy successful professionals in their own fields. So cricket is their passion. This is something which is they do it for their fun. And this is a shot and a half. There was nothing funny about it. That was a serious shot down the ground. What a good shot by. It just did not move a muscle. That was just normal, just squatting a mosquito off his hand. What a shot that is. He is on 45, and without much ado, he has got 45 in just 39 deliveries. So strike rate of almost 80 for him. That's down the leg side. I beg your pardon, I just got it wrong. It was maybe 120, strike rate of 120. This is a shot and a half. This will be up and over. What a shot that is! Sardarji was just waiting for a right over. People were heckling him, getting a 50 of a sixer. He has got 51 now. And the strike rate exactly 125 now. He's got to move on. $127 is what the strike rate is if you want to be precise with the numbers, which is indeed good going when wickets were falling around, when the bowling was very good, when it was difficult to get runs because the ball was keeping low. Paji is going great guns. He gets it in the slot. What a way! 1, 2, 3 sixes in space of 2 overs. This guy is hitting, not just hitting them, he's smashing them. People were heckling him from outside. They were asking Paji to run and get those doubles where they were non-existent. Paji just silenced everyone in that context, but they are making a lot of noise now.
Boosted energy, boosted her life. Iron say iconic enersal, energize. Iron say iconic enersal, energize. Iron say iconic, iron say iconic, iron say iconic, iron say iconic.
But Ketan can also be destructive. This is beautiful batting. Why am I appreciating his effort? Because he was going big on every ball he was facing Ketan. But just as he sees Sandeep is doing well, he is just trying to make an attempt to play it with soft hands and give it to Sandeep. This is good batsmanship. This is good batsmanship in partner. That was a very bad ball. Wrong line. The ball will just go and stop over there. That would be 3 wides. That's going to help. Parag and his teammates have bowled so well. Very few balls down the leg side. After the 10th over, things have slightly changed. They have lost their line a bit. They are drifting down the leg side. They are bowling so well from the Somaya Hospital end. As they have started bowling from the other end, the highway end, things have gone awry. Might just see a big sixer on the leg side. But that's beautiful played. Straight to the fielder. Straight through him. Yeah, this is so selfless batting. They haven't gone for the second one, which was slightly difficult. Instead, he conserves energy and he would be going for the bigger ones. He is batting in the 4th and 5th gear now. Sandeep. What a shot again. This time the fielder, no, in fact again, he's not able to stop that one. They're calling from outside, these teammates. Either they want the scoring to be quicker or one of them wants to come and bat quickly. Because he wants one of them to get out. The way these two guys are going, they're doing fine. They should be there. Ketan. Again, this is good batting. See, you got 3 wides. You got a couple of sixes in the previous over. No point going hammer and tong in every ball, because there is still time for those late overs in which they can get 40-50 runs in the last 3-4 overs. So this is good going a proper T20 innings. This is turning out to be against some good bowling at the beginning. Remember, they were just 64 at the end of 10 overs. That has been the pattern with the Indian cricket team as well. They get 60-70 runs in the first 10 overs, and in the next 10 they get 120, 130, even 140 at times. So that can happen. You can score at a rate of knots in the second half of the T20 innings. Change in field, change in personnel. The fielder at cover has been swapped, but Paji won't die wondering. He would go for his shots. Oh, this is so deftly played. This guy can bat with a lot of strength, lot of muscle, good strong technique down the ground, but you can be gracious and graceful as well at times by playing those deft touches. Not a big shot in this one, not a boundary. So Ketan might just go for the big one. He does, but not able to connect. The score at the end of this over is 116. Actually, I've been taking Ketan's name quite a lot. He was caught behind, so Dhaval has come and replaced him. It's Sandeep who has been the flavor of this innings right now, playing all different kind of shots, especially a player who plays in that way right in front of the wicket. Also, behind the wicket also he has played a couple of delightful boundaries with those late touches and some few beautiful leg glances. Let's see whether he can exploit the cow corner, because he was twice mistimed the shot in the cow corner region, but the shots down the ground, both long off and long on, were just a sight to remember. This is what I was talking. Beautiful flicks and shots in that corner. The same way which he plays in front of the wicket, the same way is there behind it as well. Now he's trying to expand that way. It's not the same 45-degree on both sides. Trying to expand it, make it to 65, 75 degrees even. The V both in front and behind the wicket. We might just see him going for the big shot on this ball. A big sixer or so. No, that is beautifully bowled again. That's bowler are trying to be smart. If they're not pitching it up. One of the bowlers tried pitching it up to the Sardarji. He deposited him for a couple of boundaries. Boundaries in succession, in fact, in an over before this one. Oh, that's hammered down the ground. That's travelling. No one's going to stop that one. There is wideish long off. There is wideish long on. Absolutely no chance for both of them. They're hitting from both ends now. That becomes doubly dangerous. If one of the batsmen is going great, there is trouble time. If the other batsman is also giving you trouble, that is a danger sign that you are into deep, deep trouble. So deep trouble because they're hitting from both ends. It is said in Hindi, अगर आप धवल से बचोगे तो संदीप से पिटोगे. It is going to be trouble times from both ends. Or down the leg side. That's beautifully bowled. Giving flight to the ball. Hiten has bowled well. He is into his second over. The first over was a brilliant one where he did not allow any boundary to beat. He bowled a wide ball which went for a couple of wides behind the wicket keeper. Other than that, he hasn't allowed them to go for those big shots. So that is good bowling, good tight bowling. Beautiful ball again. Hiten Doshi bowling a very, very prudent line and length. And the pace of the ball just right. See, flights a few balls, then he bowls that flighter once. It's always important to change your line and length because once you bowl in the same monotony, people are going to line up and hit you for sixes. They might see for you for a couple of balls, then they'll go for the big ones. This is brilliant bowling. But what good batsmanship this is. 6 runs. Sandeep is sensational, superb, scintillating. In fact, he is the flavor of the first match today. He just lit this ground so many times before. And he almost got one improbable victory in one of the matches where he came down playing at number 8. He's just showing how classy he can be. What good hitting this has been from Paji. Fantastic batting. So 131 at the end of 16 overs. What a fantastic comeback by these men. They've got 67 runs in the 6 overs which they have faced after that first 10 over. In fact, 68. And they are piling on. Dhawal also is looking good. But Sandeep has been sensational, scintillating on this sizzling Saturday. He has been really good. And the party hasn't yet started for him. He's just batting in his normal stuff. He hasn't gone mad. He's trying to. That's the only area he's finding it difficult in the cow corner. Oh, he has dropped him. He did everything right, but hold on to that chance. He did everything right over there. He might just get his century if he bats for the next 4 overs. He's batting presently on 70. That is super stuff. He was in 50s a couple of overs back. Now he has gone on to 70s. This is the phase Sachin Tendulkar used to race from 70 to 90. He used to go in double quick time. And after that, sometimes in 90s he used to slow down. But from the 70 to 95, 97, it used to happen so quickly for him. Because he used to just race away with the scoring. Outside the off stump. It's very difficult to bowl to this man now, Sandeep. He's such a good bowler, Parag. But he's finding it difficult against a man who is possessed. He's batting in a different zone now. This is good bowling. Not a good shot. If he bats for the next 4 overs, definitely he'll see that 3-figure mark. And this team might get close to 185. Only condition, he needs to stay there. That is good bowling. That's fantastic catch. What a good take that is. Low down. It was an underage. What a wonderful catch. International level stuff that is. Great catch. Pawan's the new man in along with Sandeep. Sandeep has been scintillating. Pawan, let's see whether the fall of wickets will put the halt on scoring rate, or they will try and consolidate further and add on to the agony of the opposition. That's nicely bowled. Straight to the field. A good call. Oh, that was bowled with the arm. Quicker one. Good change in line and length. Parag getting those 3 balls right on spot. He comes back again to bowl his last over, and this would be the 18th over of the innings. 17 overs done and dusted. What a wonderful over last over had been. Just 5 runs when they were going at rate of knots. That was some solace for the fielding side. 3 overs remaining. Will they get close to 170? That's the only question remaining now. With this, Paji, he is in danger now. He gets out in 70s. But what a good innings this has been. He has scored half the runs, more than half the runs for his team. Sandeep has been superb, scintillating, sensational. Sardarji has been the flavour of this batting innings. Gaurav once again proving why he is so valuable to this team. He's bowled so very well, Gaurav. When he bowled that first spell, his first spell was sensational. In fact, he beat the bat so many times, and he has also got the prize wicket of Sandeep, who was going great guns. So these bowlers have done a good job, but it was Sandeep's scintillating batting which has got his team to a good position. But good comeback by Gaurav, bowling that crucial over. Beautiful ball. What a good shot that is from Pawan. But that fielder, after taking that catch, that is good work by the fielder. Mihir somehow makes it. What a good ball that was, and what a wonderful shot that was. Fantastic Yorker. This man has bowled a very, very good spell actually. And a perfect set of 4 overs which he has bowled so far. 3.3 overs. Let's see. Number 12 jersey. Yuvraj Singh's jersey number that is. This is nicely bowled. Oh, that is so unfortunate. What a good ball that was. Some good fortune for the batsman. Not so for the bowler, but he has bowled so well with some very little fortune on his side. Gaurav has bowled one of the better spells of the tournament, I would say. He has bowled well in the right areas, has taken the ball away. And in this team of JB Super Dads, this dad has looked special. $143 now is what the score is. And Pawan has got a fortuitous boundary of that lemon cut, Chinese cut, whatever you call it. That's beautiful bowling again. The score moves on to 144. The last ball of Gaurav's splendid spell. Oh, that's as I was appreciating his good bowling effort. Commentator's curse. 5 wides he gives away. His figures were so great. They were 2 for 21 in 3.5. But those 5 runs were going to spoil it now. That would be aided. 5 wides. Mihir comes in. He's fondly called Anthu. Let's see what he does. Oh, he just slashes it straight to the fielder at point. Gets out. So third wicket for him. It was fated for him to get the third wicket. His figures still looked impressive. Superb in fact. 3 for 26 in 4 overs. Brilliant opening bowler. Finishing it off with a couple of wickets in his last over. So 2 overs remaining. The score is 151 for the loss of 6 wickets. Farah comes in to bowl the second last over against Pawan. Pawan might find a big sixer or boundary. Oh, this is beautifully bowled. He's bowled so very well in the last 3 balls. In fact, the previous over he just gave away 5 runs where they were going great guns. He was the one who controlled the innings, got an important wicket off. Let's see where he gets a few more. That's good bowling, keeping it tight, straight to Hiten Doshi, who does the job of mopping up. Score moves on to 151 now. Pawan, he might just go downtown, maybe down the wicket. He goes into the cow corner region. They should be running the first one quickly. See, there was an opportunity. They couldn't go capitalize on it because they took the first one very leisurely, which is not good running at all. There was an opportunity because the fielder just fumbled the ball. Every possibility, they are hitting the longest part of the boundary. You are bound to have some fumbles over there. You should be ready for the second one. But that's of the inner half of the bat. They'll go for the second one, will they? Yeah, that is good running. They took a chance, they have to. And look at Pawan. The batsman's gone too far. Parag has bowled well in the previous over and also in this one. He hasn't given away a boundary. That's in the slot and that would be another wicket. No, it will just trickle down. No, it will just go and stop over there. No, it trickles down. Bad fortune for the bowler because the fielder missed out on a chance to catch it. Worst part was he let it go for a boundary. So 9 runs in this over, 158 last 6 balls. A score which was a certainty when Sandeep was batting. 170 was a certainty. Looks it far distant now. Maybe 167, 168. 10 runs in the last over. Wides would help you take them closer to 170. 159 now. 11 to get that magical number of 170, 180, whatever. 170 is far better than 163, 164. So let's see. 5 balls remaining and whether they can score those 11 runs. With Pawan's there, you can get a couple of boundaries. And with wides like this, it will be a cruise to 170. He's such a good bowler. Bhairav has bowled so well. Hasn't tried and done something special. He's put the balls in the right area. Just at the last moment, he is drifting down the leg side. The idea is to cramp the batsman. And once the batsman comes inside, it goes for a wide. That's good bowling. They've got consistent away movement. 160 now. Once they get their line right, they have been very difficult to be put away for runs. If they put drift on the leg side, they have been easy pickings. Oh, they again drifting down the leg side. This is a class shot. Deft touch. A smear flick gives him wonderful 4 runs. The score will race on to 164 now. This is a shot and a half. This will be very high, not that distant. Hiten, long way away from him. Easy couple of runs. Just went too high instead of the distance. 166. They are inching towards that score of 170. Strong probability that this man might get it with a big sixer or a boundary. Pawan seems to be a player who can use the long handle to good effect. Let's see whether he can make this travel. Oh, he just yocked himself. Couple of balls remaining to get it to 170 now. 166 runs on the scorecard. Shot in covers is on. Shot down the ground is on. He goes downtown just short of Hiten. They have to come back for the second. They do it easily. Instead he gets out. Score moves on to 167 now. A boundary of the last ball will complete the crescendo of reaching that 170. 167 now. A boundary will get them over 171. In fact, 170. That's a shot and a half. That's going to travel. And that would be another wicket. He caught it somehow, slipped out of his hands, got it in the thigh. 168 what is the target? Is 2 wickets of the last 2 balls. 168 is the target. Both the teams would be happy with their work. Super Dads have done a good job when it comes to bowling, and SVKM Dynamic Strikers also won't be unhappy because they have got a good score, and they might be confident of defending this one. This is the first wicket. It was in the slot, was supposed to be put away. That was the right choice. Unfortunately, couldn't get the elevation which he wanted, and he loses wicket. That was a taller fielder over there, which did the trick even. Yes, wicket of the very second ball. That's a bright start for this team. But the team chasing, this guy was superb with the gloves behind the stumps. He needs to be good with the bat in his hand. That's good way to start off his innings. That's a solid block to start. It's not always those big shots can give you confidence. The balls hitting the middle of the bat with some defensive shots can help. Super dads need a super special performance. That's the first run on the board. He was fabulous as a wicketkeeper, this man on your screen. He needs to do the same job with the bat in his hand. That's beautifully played. Good work. Fantastic. He saved 3 runs for his team. One-handed pick up and throw. Harshit has done a fabulous job. Left armour is doing the job. He has drifted down the leg side for a couple of times, but he has done a fairly good job as an opening over. This is completely squared him up. A very good over for SVKM Dynamic Striker. Super Dats have to find a way out. JB Super Dats. So many schools from the same, so many teams from the same schools. JB, we have so many teams. SVKMs, we have so many teams. That's beautifully played off the back foot. There is protection. There's Svkm'S cover just for that shot. So 2 fielders. One is the third man. One is sweeper cover. So 1 over 5 runs and the wicket of the opening batter. Beautifully bowled. Just before the innings, they were practicing that good length bowling. Actually, they were had a spot to hit on. Everybody was hitting that spot. But when it comes to actual bowling, the actual dynamics completely change. Dynamic strikers, they have to bowl well because JB Super Dads was simply superb in that first 10 overs and also the last 2 3 overs. That's good length, but wide ball, not the right length line. In pursuit of 168 runs, they got 6 on the board. They got lost a wicket. Oh, that is so well bowled. That's the right length, right line, and right pace to ball. Not too much express, not the pace with which they can line up and smash it across the line, but the right pace. And also, he's got some steep bounce with it. There's not much bounce at all, just stump height, wicket height. Ideal for this kind of leagues because we don't want people to be harmed or getting hurt. That's it, it's wide again. They're given a couple of wides, in fact, 3 wides in 2 overs, which is what a shot that is down the ground using the power field restrictions, and it goes for the first boundary of the innings. Beautifully cowed. That would be again in the gap. That is racing towards that extra cover boundary. Just a single. That's not good running at all. The fielder moved almost 15 meters towards his right. There was ample time for them to go for that quick first and go for the second one. Instead, they were settled for a single. Beautifully bowled, equally well played. Getting his rhythm right. One thing has been unique because the super dads they bowled well, and almost all their bowlers bowled the right line and length. But one batter was a difference. Actually, Sandeep batted really well, and that's the reason the score, which would have been around 140, 150, has gone on to 167, just because of that man. Because he batted with a strike rate of around 130, 125, 130, that kind of thing. So he got those 70 odd runs in those 60 balls, which may be the difference between winning and losing. In fact, 50 balls or so. So that might be the difference between winning and losing. Sandeep's innings is going to be crucial. They need at least one batsman to get a 50 if they want to overall the score, or at least 3 batsmen to get those cameos of 30 runs. But these two batsmen have looked good. They have looked solid. They seems to be the one who can play prudently, play smartly. This is in the slot. That is just carved behind point. He wanted to hit it in the covers. The ball took the other half of the bat, went towards the third man region. But that's how you play. Whenever the width is on offer, you have to go for it. That's what is life. That's what is cricket. Even in Mumbai, little space you get, you maximize it. As you see in the local trends, बहुत जगह है they say. That's what you make. Give them an inch, they'll make a mile of it. That's what you need to do. You get space, you score runs. This is straight. Oh, what a good effort! He did everything right. Came down in time. Wasn't able to hold on to it. That's what they call when your elbows hit the ground. If you do not have that balance, the ball is going to pop out. You need to balance everything. That's why we say the international cricketers who take catches, diving catches, and when their elbows hit, they still manage to keep the ball intact in the hand. That's such a special skill. He did everything right but hold on to the ball. So got some reprieve. Chance for both the batsmen. That is good line. Using the angle, the left-handed going across. Left-hander in almost all the team is a certainty. India from 90s, even in early 2000, also in 2010 to 20, had one very good left-arm bowler in their team. Right now, we are struggling to have one. But there was a time when Zahir Khan, Irfan Pathan, these were the bowlers who were consistently there. We saw Natarajan a few years, but what a shot this is. Again, just short of the man over there. But that was a good shot. Adi actually is getting the ball to go away with that angle and also is getting to move it away. With that angle, if he gets the ball coming in, he would be doubly dangerous. But that's a special skill. Very few bowlers can do it. Getting the ball coming back again. Oh, that's a fabulous shot. What a good shot. Just 2 feet away from being a flattest six of the day. It's in a way, it's a wonderful boundary. A shot of authority. A shot which will give more solidity to the innings, a shot which will give more assurance to the batsman to follow. Always when you hit a pull shot or a straight hit down the ground, that shot gives you immense pleasure and more confidence. A cover drive is the one which is more glamorous and romantic shot to play and start off your innings. But when you play a pull shot like that, that signifies that you are in good touch. That is a signal to the opposition that this man means business. And that was a pull shot which was put away in disdain. That wasn't a bad ball at all. In fact, it was pulled very, very ferociously. And this is class batting by this man. What a shot that is. What a beautiful off drive that is. As gracious, as elegant, and as pure as you can imagine. What a good shot that is. One shot which was full of power, pace, and fire in it. Another one was pure elegance, grace, and lot of purity in it. So 2 shots of 2 different dimensions giving the same result. Consecutive boundaries from the fantastic glove man. 8 runs for himself and for his team. The score is 20, 22 at the end of this over. 3 overs and 22 runs. A over in which we saw 2 lusty boundaries. Also a catch being dropped and a ball just short of the fielder over there. A wonderful chase in prospect, a wonderful match in prospect. 2 very good teams against each other. 2 evenly matched teams against each other. That's against each other. Straight to in and straight through him. Very rarely do we find balls popping out on this ground. Maybe some spots the groundsman needs to work on. It's the flattest possible, the most beautiful, evenly balanced outfield you can have it over here. Where rarely do we find the ball going up and down. But at times today, the fielders have not been able to get across and stop those. It went through him. Pawan is a good fielder. And the best of the fielders also can do that. He bowled a first over very good. First over. This is beautifully. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. It had shades of Svkm'S in it. If it was done on purpose, that was a great shot. But if he was completely beaten, the bowler has to be given a credit for all that wonderful bowling. I don't know. The batsman might claim he did it on purpose. The bowler would be very, very authoritative and he would say he had him neck and crop, beaten, squared completely. Such a nice breeze blowing, and temperature not so hot on a wonderful winter afternoon at this wonderful Somaya grounds. We are having a very good match. And that's an edge. That's a proper edge. And that will race away. Great stop. What a stop that is. Brilliant work by the fielder over there. It wasn't the big foot coming down as the FIFA World Cup. It was a proper one-handed save. Good work by Nitish. Very rarely do we find in this kind of tournaments people bending down and stopping those balls. Generally in such kind of leagues, it is always jhukega nahi. Because more of age actually to come down, bend down so quickly, it's very difficult. So use the big foot to advantage and stop those balls from going over. This was superb. That was scintillating stuff from the fielder at third man. That is beautifully played again. This guy is hitting from the middle of the bat when it comes to in front of the wicket, and when it comes behind the wicket, he's using those deft touches. What a good deft touch that was, the previous one, which was handled very well by Nitish. This is a good contest. Bowler who has been bowling some really good deliveries against a batter who is playing some deft touches and some hard-hitting pulls and drives as well. Oh, that is slashed straight to the fielder. I think that's Ketan over there. That's beautifully played. That's going to race away. They will not be able to stop this one. What a shot that is. Carved in between the two fielders. Third man and the fielder at deep point over there. What a good shot that is. Deft touch over there. This man has looked special. Just as Sandeep was.
Boosted energy, boosted her life. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic.
That's nicely bowled. He's bowled well. This guy, Adi, the opening bowler. That's good control shown by this man. These two are trying to build up an innings. They have saved some very good shots, but they have played a lot of dot balls as well. This is a shot and a half. Wonderfully punched off the back foot. That will be nicely saved. Good running by Bezad and Puneet. Played with soft hands. This is good communication. Just running as they hit the ball. Behzad has played a lot of dot deliveries, but he has got some scintillating boundaries. 3 wonderfully hit boundaries. We might just see him going hard in this over. Played with soft hands again. Running the ball towards the third man. That's in the slot. That would be just up and over. No, it's after a couple of juggles. He gets his man. First wicket was in the mid off. Second one was in mid on. So mid on, both the fielders getting the wicket of two opening batters. Puneet gets out this time. So Jatin and Behzad would be playing in tandem. Jatin would be a new man. This is up and over. What a good shot that is. First ball comes to the crease. It's a wonderful back foot punch. What a good shot that is. 4 runs. So 37 runs at the end of over number 5. This is the last over of the power play restrictions. Remember, they did not allow the opposition to go for many. In fact, they kept it under 30-32. Last 5 balls. Behzad might just find a couple of boundaries in this over. Beautiful bowling. Keeping it simple. Just protection for him. One is the wideish long off. Another one the speaker cover. So that was down the leg side. Yes. He hasn't conceded a run so far. Score is 38. That's still, he is runless still. He hasn't conceded any run. So that's brilliant bowling. Bowling the last over of the power play, and he hasn't conceded a run. 4 dot deliveries in a row. Yeah, that's the first runs of him off the bat. Score moves on to 39 now. What a good over this has been. Brilliant over. The last ball of the power play. He needs to make it count. Will that be another boundary? That is in the slot. That would be, in fact, a sixer. Yes, it is. A sixer to end the power play. And it will take the scoring to 45 now. 45 at the end of over number 6. They are well on course to win this one. They need exactly 123 runs in the next 14 overs. Mihir comes in. One, two, three they need in the next 14 overs. That's almost 9 runs per over from here on. Oh, Mihir, you will get a lot of energy from this guy. He is a pocket-sized dynamo when it comes to fielding, bowling, batting, whatever. He puts in a lot of energy. It's fondly called Anthu. Mihir. That's a poor ball. Good that it did not make any connection. Otherwise, that would have been racing for the 6 or boundary into the extra cover region. Batsman might feel he missed out. He'll bowl all these deliveries. He's no way a big turner of the ball. He is not the traditional spinner who will give nice drift and loop or fly to the ball. He'll just put the ball in the right areas consistently and try to take the ball little away. At times bowling off spin, leg spin. Very difficult. Yeah, he bowled it slower this time. Smart bowling. That was in the gap actually. Should have run the first one quickly. Behzad is playing a proper innings over here. He's not just for few boundaries which he's hitting or just trying to while away time over there. He's playing a proper innings where he can take the scoring ahead and stay there for a longer period of time where he can take his team to safety or maybe win it on his own as well. That's nicely bowled again. That's what I call about Mihir. He'll bowl different kind of lengths, with different kinds of lines, and also change the pace of the ball. He's not the one who is like have a normal traditional bowling style, or the ball will turn away with a complete angle or something. Just puts it there and creates opportunity. This is crisply done. No one's going to stop this one. Crisp cover drive, fetching him 4 runs. That boundary won't affect him that much because he has got a lot of dot deliveries in it. So 6 runs in this over, in spite of conceding that boundary. So that's what make this over a good one again, in spite of six being boundary being hit, because he balls those dot deliveries. One more ball should go for a boundary. Yes, it does. It goes into that direction, but there's protection. So 7 runs in the first Mihir over. 52 runs at the end of over number 7. Nitish, who fielded very well with that one-handed pick up and throw, comes into ball now. They need 117 in the next 13 to make it precise. 9 runs per over. Oh, that's in the slot. That's hit very hard. There's protection in the cow corner, mid-wicket region. Just for that shot. Wasn't the right ball. It was very short, in fact. That can happen when you bowl the first few balls of your spell. As a spinner, you might err on length. You might bowl those half-pitch deliveries or the full tosses. But in the next couple of balls, the spinner gets his length right. Yeah, just like that. Oh, what a good line and length that was. Almost had his man. First ball was a very poor one. The second one was a Jaffer. Jaffer, Zooter, these kind of terms actually have derived from Australia actually. Jaffer is a ball term used for unplayable deliveries. Also, Zooter is the ball which Shane Warne is actually derived it. The ball which goes or zoots in or goes directly. That's what is the name of this company even. Oh, this is beautiful bowling. That was a Zooter. The ball which moves backwards and stays slow. It remains slow and it moves backwards. That's what you call as a Zooter. We saw a Jaffer, then we saw a Zooter. That moved in. Does he ball off spins or leg spins? Still a mystery. Off spinner he is. What a good shot. Good work. One-handed pick-up. Fielding has been great today. Most of these guys are picked up with one hand and thrown it in the same action. I am appreciating these guys again because these guys play all around Mumbai in many leagues. Played almost 2 to 3 times in a week. And still they have the same energy and same will and intent to play. Perhaps this is one of the most prestigious tournaments. We have SMPL going on. Also, we have this International School Darts tournament. There are other places where similar kinds of tournaments are played. But this place is special. This place is the one which has been at forefront of hosting this event at the highest quality. So these guys, they rate this tournament very highly. What a good shot. Oh, Mihir is superb. Great stuff. Brilliant stuff. The ball hit him actually. But good work. Diving Mihir at his best. Lots of positivity from this guy. He'll come again to bowl his second over. But Nitish has bowled a very good over. First over. Fantastic over. Just 4 runs in this over. Just a single. This is hammered. That was such a poor delivery. He does generally bowls one at least in an over, but other times he bowls all balls in the right area. Mihir Shah. He is the magic man. Oh, this is great bowling. That's what I say. This guy is like the set of assorted chocolates. You will find all flavors in him. You can find all different kinds of colors and flavors. That kind of assortment of sweets. He is such fellow. Mihir. He'll give you all those different kinds of deliveries. That's a short pitch there. That's what I was talking. He bowled a very good ball. Then he bowls a rank half volley. In fact, short pitch delivery. The two short pitch wells. The second one almost bouncing twice. And one pitch of a delivery. So you'll get everything from Mihir. He got two bad balls. He got away with those. Both should have been dispatched for boundaries. And he bowled a very good ball which he could have got a wicket as well. Behzad is still moving. I think he will dispatch him for a boundary now. Because twice he has been let go. Let's see. That's a wide. Just losing his line and length. Length was alright in the first and third delivery. This time it was a line which went away. Behzad needs to find a couple of boundaries because they are falling behind in asking run rate. Oh, Mihir, look at the energy this man has to offer. Full commitment. He may have bowled some bad balls in this over, but when it comes to commitment, when it comes to giving energy, when his team needs it, this guy is there. Mihir, every team should have a player like him just to boost the morale of the fielders and keep them on the toes. Will he pick the third wicket? Oh, he's flighted it so beautifully. This is the ball his teammates would expect him to bowl. Again an over in which he gives away. In which he gives away 5 runs. In spite of bowling not so good deliveries, he just manages to get away with it by giving away 5 runs. He got the man. So it was a mixed over in which they got those 12 runs. Also, they lost a very important wicket. So both the teams would be happy because fielding team has got a wicket. Batting team would be elated because they got those 12 runs done and dusted. The score at the end of over number 10 is 73 now. They need exactly 100 and they need 95 runs in the next 10. Exactly 9.5 runs per over from here on. Mihir comes in. They need exactly 9.5 runs per over from here on. Just accentuate the fact that how important that innings of Sandeep was. Once again, he's has been the one who has proved the difference. Yes, Knock has been the one which has capitulated this score from 64 to 160, 100, 103. Oh, what a catch! What a brilliant catch this is! This is a moment of this Saturday. What a wonderful, one of the best catches of the tournament. Diving towards his right, low down, takes a beauty to dismiss the batsman who came in the last over. In fact, Faizad it is. Faizad, the best batsman of the opposition. What that wasn't that a bad shot, but what a brilliant catch that is. Ketan taking that brilliant catch into that short cover region. Azad got 34 and he gets out. That's a very, very important wicket because he was the man who was set and he could have been dangerous. What a good catch. That was low down towards his right, bending down, diving and taking a very good catch. That's what I said. That's what Mihir brings to the table. He'll pick at least one, if not two wickets in his spell. And that's where your USP is. That's what your USP is. When you pick up your wickets, you are bound to be one of the valuable players for your team. And that's the reason they believe in this guy who brings in a lot of positivity, lots of energy. Mihir Mihir Shah, Anthu they call him fondly, has once again provided that breakthrough of the best batsman of the opposition who was playing so well. But this man can bat well. Hiten Doshi, HD they call him. He has to bat in high definition now. HD. Yeah, he starts off in high definition, but that is straight in and straight through him. He could have been out on the first ball, but he gets a sixer in the first ball which he faces. Yes, six it is. Sixer of the very first ball. The only batsman in history of international cricket to hit a sixer of the very first ball in Test cricket was Chris Gayle. And that has never happened again. First ball he faced and first ball was dispatched for a sixer. No other batsman in world has ever done it. First ball of any cricket match being dispatched by sixer, that was Chris Gayle. And this man, he comes in, hits a sixer of the first ball which he faces. Oh, this is a better shot. Just short of the fielder over there, but it was hit straight. This man looks in a completely different mood. He is in no mood of hanging back. He wants to give them the taste of their own medicine. He is going for his shots. Hiten, right approach to have. Because the scoring, when it has become slightly difficult, somebody has to get a move on. What a good counter attack this is. Fourth wicket down. Hiten Doshi comes in and smashes it. This is straight in. Another wicket. And Mihir has picked the second one. Both of short deliveries. This was almost bouncing twice. And he's got a wicket of a very bad ball. Shridich is the new man in. He comes down at the fall of the fifth wicket. Hiten has to be the man. This is another. One, two, three. He picks. Look at him bounce and jump. He is giving those high fives, even though chest bumps. What a good catch that is. Again, this was an easy one. The bowling, this was a better ball. The flighted one. And he's got another wicket. Sixth wicket, in fact. He gets a golden duck. The super dads are in super trouble now. Sanjay Bora is the new batsman. He bowled well. He has to do the job with the bat in his hand. JB super dads. Hiten has to be the one who has to bat like a superman now. One of the super dads have to play a super innings to win this one now. Oh, that's a way to begin. What a shot into the covers just for a single. This is smashed down the ground. This will be 6 humongous runs. What a shot of authority that is. You may be down, but you are not out. That's what the super dads would be telling each other. Attack is always the best form of defense. They need 86 more, in fact 87 more. Now that 6 will help them to get the scoring down. What a shot that was. Sixer of the first ball he faces in the new over. He's on 7, so is Hitain. Oh, beautiful pickup shot again. This is up and over into the covers. Good work by the fielder over there. He just slipped, but still manages to keep it down to a single. Dhawal's there. Dhawal's a pretty handy fielder, one of the best fielders stationed in the right area. You need to traffic those areas where it is the ball actually goes quite a lot. You need to stop it. So that's the area Dhawal has been stationed. That's the area which will be heavily trafficked now with those kind of shots over there. Sanjay, what a good shot that was. See, Dhawal has done something to his feet over there. Oh, that's in the slot. That's no one going to stop this one. Just short of him, in fact. I thought it was going straighter. The ball just curled in there. Dhawal is in some serious trouble. He has twisted his ankle probably. Just because he may have slipped and may have done something to his ankle. Better to rest than to be sorry. Good bowling. They need 78 runs to win in the next 8. In fact, 7. This is very high and this is very far. No. This is brilliantly held. That's the reason he did not want to get away from that. In fact, he has been replaced. Or is it Dhawal? Or Pawan it is. I think it's Pawan. Yes, Pawan has replaced Dhawal over there and it takes a very, very important catch because Sanjay was looking dangerous. In this short cameo which you played, he had hit one sixer in that innings of his. That's not 1, not 2, not 3, But 4 wickets for this man. 3 in 1 over and 1 in this over. That's the reason I say this guy is the one who is a mystery bag. You can get anything out of it. You will get a very bad ball, just the ball would be bouncing twice. You'll get a full toss, but you'll get a lot of balls in which he gives you those wickets. Because people just leak their mouth when they see this guy when he comes to bowl. But that is the time when they get greedy and lose their wicket. So he's like that bait which many people fall and get trapped. Kalpesh is the new man in. He would be with Hiten. Mihir again is putting the ball in the right area, and his height is such that if he gives a flight to it, the ball becomes effective. He needs to give flight, and that's what he does. But this is a quicker one. So he changes his pace and changes his line and length as well. It's not the same up and down bowler. That's the reason he'll give you a few wickets. He'll bowl a half pitched ball also, short pitch ball, very bad half pitch, half tracker, and you'll bowl a full toss as well. They can bowl a wide like that as well. Everything you will get. He is that mixed bag of chocolates. Which flavor is going to come after what, you will never know. 7.5 overs remaining. They need to get a lot of runs. And that was a leading edge. Meher has been brilliant today. In fact, he bowled poorly in patches, but he has been lucky enough to get wickets because he has bowled quite a lot of balls which were half trackers, quite a lot of balls which were full tosses, but he has got away with most of them, and his good balls have got him wickets. In fact, a couple of bad balls also have got him wickets. That is brilliantly bowled. At times you get wicket of bad balls, at times your better balls go without wickets. There you see all 6 balls with different pace, different line, different lengths from man to. That's flighted again. Smart bowling. Just 3 runs and a wicket in this over. They need 76 in factors, 75 runs to win this one in the next 6. 7 overs and 75 runs to win. So they need somewhere around 12.5 runs per over from here around. This is smashed. No one's going to stop this one. This will race away. Yes, it will. Oh, what a good try that is. But that's in vain. FIFA World Cup, that backflip from Ronaldo not coming into work. That back heel wanted to play a cheeky backflip to the goalwards, but it went the other side. This is going to help. 71 needed now in the remaining 41 balls. The chase is on. If Hiten stays there for next 3 overs, the JB Super Dads are going to win this one. That's beautifully bowled. He understands. He just flighted a ball a bit more. He bowls a flatter one. Keeps the ball away from his swinging arc. They have lost quite a lot of wickets. In fact, 7 of them. That's in his slot. That's a very good ball. Teasing line. Hiten will just take 5-6 steps and go there because he's such a tall guy. Hiten is the man who will be the difference between winning and losing now. Hiten stays for 3 overs. They will win this one. The way he is smashing them, Seems to be a very good player with a very aggressive and clear mindset. See the ball, hit the ball. And he's going for boundaries and sixes. Forget about those singles. See, he just. Oh, what a shot! This is a shot of authority. Yeah, the kids. Fortunately, they are not practicing over there. Otherwise, they would have been in trouble. What a fantastic shot that was. Ethan bowled well. When he came into bowl, he bowled well. And with the bat in his hand, he's making the difference. Just as you know, every team knows that your own team and the opposition, that one batsman is going to be a trouble for us. It was Sandeep in the first innings. Ethan is clearly the batsman in this innings. It's between Ethan and SVKM Dynamic Strikers now. Oh, that's again. Oh, he has got in right in front of the wicket. Was it pitching outside the leg stump? That's the only question to be answered. The umpire thinks it was pitching on leg and hitting middle, and unfortunately gets out. That's a big anticlimax. Just wanted him to be there, but all that you wish, you never get that. That is one of those things. Unfortunately, he was looking so good. Gets out leg before the wicket. That's nicely bowled.
Boosted energy, boosted her life. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic.
That's smashed into the covers. They'll take the first one quickly. They have to go for the second one. That's probably the area which they have not worked very well. The running between the wicket. This time Kalpesh gets a brace. Very well done. 61 in the next 35. In fact, 63 in the next 35. 61? Yeah, 61 in 35. They need 10 runs per over. It's a heavily packed offside region. Point. Then we have backward point and also a gully over there. So 3 fielders patrolling that area. And Kalpesh smashes it in the same area. Just over him. 3 people were there for that shot. Eluded all 3 of them. 60 needed. They're 8 down now. Nitish bowling it well. He bowled a very good over, challenge over, and almost got a maiden. How did that miss the stumps? That's the only question the bowler must be asking himself. He looks perplexed, he looks flummoxed, and he looks disappointed. He wanted another wicket. He's appealing almost on every ball now. He's becoming Mohammad Rizwan of Pakistan now, Nitish. Excited on every ball. That's a full toss straight into that cow corner mid wicket region. Only a single. है ना ऐसे ना. Oh, that's a chance. Very difficult one. It will fall in no man's land. One, two, three fielders converging. Pawan finally getting hold of the ball. A couple of runs will take it closer to the victory, but it's too far now. Not because the number of overs are remaining, but they have lost quite a lot of wickets. In fact, 8 of them. Hiten would have been deadly dangerous now. They should be going for the second one as well. No, they won't. Just have taken a brace. Kalpesh. That's a full toss just for a single. That's running down. That would be 3 wides. That will again fall in no man's land. That would be again just a single. Played with soft hands. They need 48 runs in the next 4 overs. 12 runs per overs needed from here. They will get an easy double over that. This time they have to just walk. They can just walk and take that run. But look at the man. He has been made to work hard. Right from the deep square leg, he has to come in. That's a good call by the umpire. Once you shuffle, the margin of the wide also increases. So he shuffled almost feet outside. So that wide's margin also increases with it. Good call by the umpire. I think he'll go for a big one. Will he get another wicket? The equation has become from difficult to very difficult and almost improbable now. Because just a couple of wickets remaining. Then is somebody to play out of the skin to win this one. In fact, both of them should be going now. It's not easy scoring 13-14 runs per over for the best of the batsmen even in the last few overs. That's bold. That's bold. That was evident when the Frey he flung his bat and the ball pitched before even it went close to the wickets. It was written bold all over it. That's the last man standing. Will he smash few? Oh, that was almost another wicket from Nitish. He has bowled so well. He deserves another wicket. His balls are keeping low. So that is very unlike Somaya pitch because it's a very true pitch. But this today it has been slightly on the lower side. Otherwise the pitches on the right are batting paradises where we could see some nice carry. The balls coming at nice height to be hit. Some little low and slow pitch on this side of the wicket. Very, very strong stid. That is right in front of the wickets. That is leg before the wicket. Right call. It hit the back pad and may have crashed into middle and leg.